The next two free websites we're going to use to record Screencastle and to write or annotate Scriblink. The reason I don't have it loaded is because out of all of them, this one loaded the fastest by far. I'm going to load it and show you how fast Scriblink loads. So out of all of them, that loaded the fastest. I mean, that was instant. And the tool we're going to use to record is Screencastle. If you like doing a lot of geeky stuff, then I would suggest Screencastle because it gives you a lot of different things that you can do with it. So if I click that big red button, so this pops up, and right now the default is the entire screen. If I wanted to change it, I can grab one of these arrows and drag it down. So maybe I don't want to show them what's behind the scenes, or I can drag the whole thing and say I want this part or this part. I'm going to go ahead and do the whole screen. Okay, and I'm going to click OK, open the recorder. All you're going to do is click Start Recording. Okay, and here it tells you when to finish. Recorded 4 seconds. I'm going to go back over here. What I like about this one is you can see it a little bit better than the other ones. Okay, so now we're on Scriblink. I like the simple tools, easy to understand. You have some extra stuff over here, but it's pretty straightforward. Scriblink. Now this one, if you notice, isn't as responsive as the other ones. I mean, it writes, but there's a little bit of a delay, which I kind of don't like. But it loads fast, but the writing isn't specifically as fast. So that's just something to think about. Maybe if you have a faster internet connection at your school or your house, it's no problem. If I wanted to type, I could click here. Okay. One thing that's nice about here is I can change the board color. I can click here if I want to go full screen. Click back. If I want to clear, I'm going to just click the trash can. That's giving me my shirt. Yes. And then I got to go back to my whiteboard, and there I go. I'm going to go back to down here and click pause recording, which I like that you can pause it and go back. I'm going to go ahead and click finish this screencast, and then go back to Screencastle. Okay, if I save it, it's going to upload it to Screencastle. Okay, it's done. I'm going to go, it says link to watch, go there. So I'm going to click go there. And hopefully Screencastle is not blocked in your district. And then there is our movie. My first screencasting website that's free is called Screener, without the E. To record, all you have to do is click record. Now you can sign up with Twitter, Facebook, a Microsoft Live ID. You can sign up with a bunch of different IDs or sign up with your own account. A Google ID will also work. So I signed in using my Twitter, but that's not necessary. You can make your own account. As soon as I click record, it checks to see that your browser is okay and you have everything. And then as you can see, it pops up this rectangle. And then what you have to do is size it to whatever you want to see. So once you do that, as you can see down here, when I'm talking, it's going up and down. So it's hearing my sound. The capture size over here, I can make it full screen, any of these, or I can make it exactly the size I want. I'm going to go ahead and pick full screen. As soon as I start, by clicking the red button, it will record. And when I'm done, I can do Option D or be done. Okay? The one thing about Screener is you only have 5 minutes for your recording. So here's our free site to record. Now I need my free site to write. So my free site to write is Dabbleboard. And since I'm in a new tab, it works fine. That's what I would suggest, making sure you use a different tab so you can do 2 free websites for the price of 1. There's a lot of things you can do without signing up for an account. So I'm going to click on it. Now remember, my screen is ready to be recorded. I just haven't started yet. And now I'm on Dabbleboard. Again, it's free. There's a lot of different features you can use with Dabbleboard. You can chat, you can invite others, you can embed things, you can embed documents, you can embed images, but I'm just going for the simple basics. So I'm going to click up here, and I'm going to click New or Clear. Gives me a choice. I'm going to clear everything, and now I'm ready to do some work. Okay. One other thing that's kind of important to remember is if you're just going to do handwriting, I'm going to click freehand and make sure that's highlighted. And then decide on the width of my lines and then which colors I'm going to use. Simple, straightforward. Remember, I don't need to log in, but it does say to save your drawings, you need to log in. But you know what? I'm saving my drawings by recording them using another free website. So I'm ready to record thanks to Screener. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to click record. Let's pretend we're doing some spelling words. And I've got black. And let's say dog, cat, and how about pizza? Okay, let's say I wanted to circle the ones that are animals and get a different color. And I could even pass this around and have the students do it. And let's say I'm going to put a rectangle around the food. Now there's more things you can do with it, but really I'm just going for the basics. So again, remember, I'm recording this as I'm doing this. So I'm using 2 free sites at the same time. I'm recording with Screener, but I'm writing on Dabbleboard. When you're done, click the Done button. Okay, now remember, I'm going to go back to Screener on my Screener tab. Okay, and it shows you a preview of your screencast. Okay, you can describe it if you're typing it. Okay, here is my screencast about free screencasts. Okay, because I can post it to Twitter. I can publish it, which would just go on the Screener site, or I can publish it and tweet it. I can also, if I messed up, delete my screencast. I'm going to go ahead and publish it. I'm not going to tweet it. Okay, and then it shows you this bar. And then when it's done, it will publish it to their site. Now you're finished, and this is what you get. Okay, you can get a direct URL to it to post as a link to email. You can embed it in your school's website or personal website. The beauty here is you can also download the MP4 file so you can watch it. You can publish to YouTube, and you can delete the screencast. Okay, and again, you can post it to Twitter. It can also be seen on mobile devices such as the iPhone or the iPad. So, there you go. There's our first place screener using Dabbleboard. And this time we're going to record using Screencast-O-Matic, and then we'll use another free site to write. So Screencast-O-Matic, you can get an account, log in, but you don't need to. You can go pro, but I don't care because all I want to do is go free. Remember, it doesn't matter what kind of operating system you have, Windows, Mac, or Linux, these websites will work. I'm just going to click Start Recording. Okay, it's asking me to allow them to do stuff. Sure, why not? Okay, it looks exactly the same as the one we just saw. Okay, so I can drag it around and make it as large as I want. There's my sound. That's very important to hear your sound because sometimes you'll record it and not realize the sound is there. There's my record button. Okay, if I click here, this looks almost exactly the same. Okay, I'm going to go full screen. This one is nice because it has the option of recording your webcam too, which I've not used, but you can use it. I'm not going to. So I'm going to record full screen. It tells you here, recording area set to full screen. Then I can toggle record and pause using Option P. And I'm assuming on a PC it would say Control P. Once I'm ready to go, I'll push the red button. And again, Option D to stop recording, almost like it's the same company. I don't know, but I'll take it because it's free. The site I'm going to use for writing is Fooboard. Now remember, right now I still have Screencast-O-Matic on because I'm going to be recording. So I'm going to click Try It Free, or I can click Create a Board Free, which is what I'm going to do. Okay, it's setting it up. I'm going to go ahead and start recording using Screencast-O-Matic as my Fooboard board is loading. It took us a lot longer than the other one, but maybe you'll like this one a little bit better. To each his or her own. Okay, we don't want to invite others to start collaborating instantly, but you could, especially in a classroom, and that would be awesome. I'm going to close it. Okay, there's my board. One of the things I like about this site, as opposed to the others, is it shows you what everything is. You have a line, a rectangle, and an ellipse. The colors have much more control of colors. So if you're really into using different colors, that's good, especially on this site where Fooboard is better than the other one. Fill color, you can fill your shapes. Again, multiple colors. Thickness, you have more line choices. Okay, then you have undo, redo, and a link. So let's get started. I'm going to click on the pen, and I'm going to get my color, and let's go with, I know, this blue. Pick my line thickness. Let's make it thick. And now I can start writing 200 minus 155 5. Okay, and then because I want to show my kids the differences, I'm going to use my colors. And I'm going to make red when I cross out my 0 and turn it into 10, and then cross this out and cross this out. And I'm going to make it even a different color. Make this a 9, and then I'm going to make that a 1. So here's my free writing site. Okay, I pushed Option D according to the directions, and here is my movie. You can upload it to Screencast-O-Matic. You can upload it to YouTube. You can export the movie. What I really like is that you can go back to add more. If I click Export Movie, now I can have it be a Windows movie, a QuickTime movie, or a Flash. So that's Screencast-O-Matic using FooBoard.